Definitely got the pace. Best Honda, one in Argentina, looking for another one, and 5th place. Far left. Oh, great launch there for Dobby. Dobby gets a great launch. Miller, Myers, the Tech 3 by Catties, and the Honda of Cal Crutchlow in 3rd place. But look at Mark Marquez, already shoved himself underneath. Is he able to do a good team ride? Zarco gets hung out to dry on the outside on the Tech 3 machine. There's a Suzuki under him now. Could have expected.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gained a full row, and Dovizioso is well in sight. The only
Miller, right, he's going to do that right here. If he gets an opportunity, he cuts it inside. It's going to be a block pass, but that counts in MotoGP. It'll just mean he's got to get a rhythm now, hasn't he? He's got to make that Ducati work the way he can make it work around here in the dry. Up the inside of the Suzuki, and he took no prisoners there, Valet. Look at that. He's looking back in his mirror. If you want to see what it looks like, there's 3 big straights here where you've got to launch yourself properly. Look at Marquez. He's right on Dovizioso already.
Marquez to try and disturb Andrea Dovizioso's rhythm, like you said, Keith, and the only way to do that is by letting the brake off.
In this, but not with Mark Marquez. It's going to be his best mate, Cal Crutchlow, out on the racetrack. Crutchlow's going to try and force his Honda pally, but it is a big thing here.
Yeah, Honda's home track. Yeah, they own the track. All the bosses are here. It's massive.
Down, but it is Dovizioso still lead. 24 laps this race, 71.5 miles.
The master.
Here comes Crutchlow. Crutchlow up the inside of Jack Miller. He's got that done. It's a block pass on Miller. Miller goes back another place. Them soft.
So Marquez and Cal Crutchlow has had such a pace all weekend.
Tell you what, Crutchlow could really. Mark Marquez comfortable. Maybe he's learned something here. Miller, isn't it? You've got that turn 11 where you can get it all done. It's how Dovey beat Mark last year.
Yeah, it's a straight fight. No one's saving tyres now. They're all going as quick as they can. Interestingly, Valentino was incredible. You could brake so deep, trail brake all the way into the corner, and that's where the lap time comes from around this.
Go to the next round. If Mark Marquez scores, more than 2 points.
Oh, it's wide there. He's not having a look.
Oh! Threaded the eye of the needle, sticks it under Mark may be comfortable to let Crutchlow have a go. Here comes it. As Cal Crutchlow lines himself up, still it is Valentino Rossi, miles an hour. Look at the way the Ducati leapt away from that bottom gear. Hairpin corner. Down towards turn 11, Crutchlow.
He's got a second on you if you're not careful, so it's really easy to make a mistake on this track. You've to concentrate.
Good 13th, well in the points in front of his teammate, Paul Espargaro in 14th place.
Yeah,
and Scott Redding in back comes Mark, yep. So Mark said, you've had your chance, now it's my chance to go back at him again. So Mark turned 12, then it's 13. Big, long, smooth line, tight for 3. Ducati versus full factory Honda versus factory Honda in an independent. They drive from so low down. He checked his wiring.
So basically, the Ducati saying it was an electronic.
And this is just what they were expecting. If Mark Marquez can stay in touch, the problem is, back the man out.
Yeah, I think, has Cal been held up a little bit, do you think?
Now and then down on the brakes. That Ducati is so good on the brakes.
And people were still at that point experimenting with using the hard front tyre.
You know, Nate, all over the doctor. Angle, looking back at 29. Andrea, you know, Nate, he was well in the 45s, but every one of the top 3 were in the 45s last time around. I didn't say it, I should have done. So blasting out of turn 10, and this last year is where Dovizioso grabbed the advantage. In that shocked the doctor.
Did shock him. That's rare you see him react like.
Zarco, disappointing for me here. He was a pole position man last year, second. Now rins through on the doctor. Oh, dear me. This will give you half a clue. And look, he's having a quick look at the rear tyre.
When you look at Mark Marquez through that last sector where you're nervous, do you know what I mean, though? It's true, isn't it? And then you watch that.
I don't do shopping.
Do you not? You shouldn't. And he knows that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he will make sure he's somehow got himself. I mean, though.
I do know exactly what you mean. Turns quick, hooks up, and onto this front. He did it in 2014, he did it in 2016, and he wants to do it in 2018.
Mark Marquez, at some point in this next...
Here comes Bautista with the front end. Wow, that was just about as gone as it can go. Bautista close him right down. Let's have a look at the time. 46.4 it was last time over the line. What's it going to be this late race pace? Is something he's noted for.
No. And with Alex Rins just set the...
He does. Dobby's out wide because that's the sweeping line that the Ducati likes. You get a fist pump to get out and he's just wheel spin like mad. Traction control would have been banging on. He still doesn't do it though. He's chucked it up and that's cost him. So
more than he wanted it to be honest.
And there's a big ditch at the end of that blue. And this little battle would have given an opportunity. We've had here, we've had 3 cracking races actually. Moto 3 was he lost it.
Yeah.
It was at the hairpin turn 10.
Was he helped with this guide? The bike backed him, then it's really good races. He sits currently 10th in the championship, but like I say, had some cracking results, couple of podiums so far. Ever. Which is, you just can't even believe that, can you?
No, but they're responding
now. You're restricted to about, I think it's about 6 tests, isn't it? That's all. So
5, I think it is.
I mean, he's had a strong weekend. He qualified 13th anyway, but in this race didn't get a great start. Wants to beat the wild card Nakasuga.
Well, I think Nakagami is underperforming, to be honest. He's outside of the point. I'm building myself up for this. 7 laps to go. Dobby's still in charge. It's going to be Downskins away from this lot.
Just throwing this out there, at the last race, this is what we saw. We saw Davizioso
fairly soon. It's a group of 3, or it was. You can see Cal Crutzo just dropping back towards Rins now. And then you run the dry.
No.
I don't see it in the dry. That's a one.
Well, it won't end well if he tries that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what modern tyre technology does for you. Contact patch time, and then mugged him through the swervery at the Buriram track. And then, even though the Ducati have, of course, is that we can't see how that front tyre feels. Here's Zarco, and Bautista continue. Points is the difference between these. If Dobby up on the second row of the grid, certainly this bike looks right for this track at this time. And in the wet, he managed to do that, and he got in front of Davizioso.
We've been saying it all year, but he never does. He's got this ability to get to the limit during practice, find it.
Marc Marquez then gets on the gas.
Here we go.
Slide up the inside of Davizioso.
Yes, he does, into the V corner.
Big block
for a lap, just to have a look.
I think he should.
I think he should.
He's being able to pull away from Dobby.
No.
Look at the battle for 3rd place. Will it be a Suzuki or will it be Cal Crutzo on that lap?
Impressive.
Right.
Is this gap growing?
This was made last time around, and Dobby's right there with him. He's learning from what Marc Marquez is capable of. Dobby up the inside, looks nice and straight.
Yeah, and Dobby's close enough. On the last
45.9 from Marquez, 45.8 from Davizioso. So they are at the top end. Rossi still 5th. Bautista a fantastic 6th in front of Zarco.
That's how he manages it. He just deals with it from FP1 all the way through to the race. Look at Dobby here.
Oh, Davizioso, that is the championship done. Marc Marquez will be seen it for the 5th time in MotoGP, and overall, well, it's a remarkable 7th.
What is going on in this young man's head now? Young man, he's 25 years old, Keith. 7.
Marc Marquez then on lap 24 of the Grand Prix. Once more, Cal Crutzo gets 2nd place. Alex Rins on Suzuki at the end of the race.
It's a very good point. I forgot that Marquez had the medium from Dobby. Look at that.
Hold it, didn't it? Well and truly.
Just as he let the brake off, I think, Keith, is the best motorcycle racer I've ever seen.
In his heart.
Brilliant what they're doing here.
Yeah. Checking his heart, make sure he's okay. He's done.
A ride for, and Mark said, well, at least 10 to 15 more years. Well, basically, it's obviously a game, isn't it? Yeah, look, he's playing the game.
Video game. The GP in 2013, 2014, 2016, 2017, and now 2018. He was crushed this year, crushed last year. He will have to wait until next year. You said something.
At the Honda track, in front of the Honda bosses. Was it expected?
Yeah, expected. When you're a champion, you always expect to win, but super good riders. So it's very difficult to say. If there were super good riders in the 7th.
Marc Marquez then is going to go on to even greater things. The only shame, and you said it a moment ago, Neil Hodgson, about that.
You know, he missed a load of rounds. If that crash had not happened,